Money bag, money bag, money bag. Looking like a money bag, money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money bag, 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 money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12, 12. Monday, 53. 163.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No.
The pressure gets to him again.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Off of play action. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Go ahead.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
11. Check out. 390. Right, 622.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017. Mariota to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mariota on 1st down. Smith catches left side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
12. Go ahead.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. This one complete. Right side to McDonald.
Let's
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Second down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal, Mariota.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Locke. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
622.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw. Love. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Luck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Rolling.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. throwing the interception here. Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run it here with Bernard. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Bernard. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake, Mariota going up top. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, it's locked. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Color. 11Z. Tempo. Check. Key right. 5, 6, 3.
Luck now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Key right, key right, key right.
Luck on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. To throw on second down is Luck. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Key right. Switch. Alert, alert, alert.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hurry, hurry.
Check pass. Check pass.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Key right.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now in Pittsburgh. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We got three. Let's go.
180.
84. Who's getting
Gun.
Now it's Luck. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 15. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go ahead. 163. Tempo.
Now Luck. Dancing to his left. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Easy. Let's go. Keep it rolling.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Rip. 11.
From the gun, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
11.
Back to the air, Locke on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey. 4 down. Play.
1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play, Mariota to Davis, 65 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. He spins free. And now lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Well, a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
3 down, 3 down.
Check out. Blue 90. Check that. What, Mike 52 right here. 11Z. Middle. 1, 6, 3.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Titans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.